Teach us to give and not to count the cost, to fight and not to heed the wounds, to toil and not to seek for rest. St. Ignatius Loyola. Chapter 1. Embraced by stone, steeped in silence, I sat at the high window as the third day of the week surrendered to the fourth. The river of night rolled on, indifferent to the calendar. I hoped to witness that magical moment when the snow began to fall in earnest. Earlier the sky had shed a few flakes, then nothing more. The pending storm would not be rushed. The room was illuminated only by a fat candle in an amber glass on the corner desk. Each time a draught found the flame, melting light buttered the limestone walls, and waves of fluid shadows oiled the corners. Most nights I find lamplight too bright, and when I'm writing the only glow is the computer screen, dialed down to gray text on a navy blue field. Without a silvering of light, the window did not reflect my face. I had a clear view of the night beyond the panes. Living in a monastery, even as a guest rather than a monk, you have more opportunities than you might have elsewhere to see the world as it is, instead of through the shadow that you cast upon it. St. Bartholomew's Abbey was surrounded by the vastness of the Sierra Nevada on the California side of the border. The primeval forests that clothed the rising slopes were themselves cloaked in darkness. From this third-floor window, I could see only part of the deep front yard and the blacktop lane that cleaved it. 4 low lamp-posts, with bell-shaped caps, focused light in round, pale pools. The guest house is in the northwest wing of the Abbey. The ground floor features parlors. Private rooms occupy the higher and the highest floors. As I watched in anticipation of the storm, a whiteness that was not snow drifted across the yard, out of darkness into lamplight. The Abbey has one dog, a 110-pound German Shepherd mix, perhaps part Labrador Retriever. He is entirely white and moves with the grace of fog. His name is Boo. My name is Odd Thomas. My dysfunctional parents claim a mistake was made on the birth certificate, that Todd was the wanted name. Yet they have never called me Todd. In 21 years, I have not considered changing to Todd. The bizarre course of my life suggests that Odd is more suited to me, whether it was conferred by my parents with intention or by fate. Below, Boo stopped in the middle of the pavement and gazed along the lane as it dwindled and descended into darkness. Mountains are not entirely slopes. Sometimes the rising land takes a rest. The Abbey stands on a high meadow, facing north. Judging by his pricked ears and lifted head, Boo perceived a visitor approaching. He held his tail low. I could not discern the state of his hackles, but his tense posture suggested that they were raised. From dusk the driveway lamps burn until dawn ascends. The monks of St. Bart's believe that night visitors, no matter how seldom they come, must be welcomed with light.